Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Cosmic Divine Seeker. Hi everyone. Alright, so I am on a phone call, so this is going to be a short reading when, well, if they even get on. I'm going on like very, very long. 2 hours I've been back and forth on this same phone call. So I wanted to get into doing some more readings. I did a beautiful reading with the Witch's Garden of the current energies down below. If you feel guided to this deck, it's very beautiful. Look, the Lovers is coming out. Definitely there's definitely love is a big influence right now with Venus going retrograde through the sign of Leo, being in Leo season. That's a big influence. And we just had our asteroid Chiron start to go retrograde as well. I forget which sign it's going retrograde through. So that's going to be a big, yeah, look, Ace of Cups. There's a big influence. I mean, everybody's going to be feeling it wherever your Chiron placements you have, whatever trauma that you're here working through, because it's the wounded healer. There's going to be a big emphasis on healing that, feeling that. For a lot of you, it has to do with matters of love, relationships, and it could be relationships like love relationships or with family, friends. So like some woundings and things like that are going to be coming to the surface. It's like all of a sudden, if you ever like especially if you have kids, like I'll use mine for example. Like one night, like he was acting out and he was trying to run away, and I was going after him, catching him, and when I did, and I was confronting him about why he left, what was going on, all of a sudden everything was coming out of him, and it was like things about his grandmother to his father to whatever, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like literally I thought it was just because you got upset with me or your brother, and all of this is just like coming out, and then I realized we were under the influence of a moon. So the cosmic, it was a super moon, right? Maybe it was the eclipse. Anyway, doesn't matter. It had to do with him. He's very much a moon child, but the pulls of the moon was getting all of that stuff to bubble up to the surface, and it made the current situation that was going on for him extremely intense, and it caused all this to come up. So that's what I'm trying to use this as an example. Like for some of you, I keep talking about children. There's going to be a lot coming out, and I've been seeing other readers in the collective getting this energy too. There's a lot of childhood woundings that are coming out where it's going to trigger you to do some healing. For some of you, you're going to be seeing these things in your children. Your children a lot of times do have the same woundings that you do, right? Because you give it to them. It's encoded in their DNA. It's embedded into them because it was embedded into your DNA when you were creating them, if you're a mother, right? Or a father, because it's both sides, both genes, both DNA. So that's why for a lot of you, like your children have to then go through the karmic lessons or the trauma that you had, right? And so I'm getting this energy for a lot of you. It's like these triggers, these kids could trigger these woundings within you for allow you to heal them. For some of you, you could be helping your children. But there's this big thing because it's that reviewing, right? Is when planets appear to be going backwards, you know, because it's all about perception. And here's my call. So I have to pause this, guys, just a second. All right, guys. Hopefully it doesn't glitch off and this reading will be fine. So yay, got my call taken care of. Okay, of course, you know, isn't that how things go? As I've been on hold back and forth for like 2 hours, right? And I was like, let me just do a reading where I'm not focused on this phone call, right? Let me have my earpiece in, not focus on it. Then I start the reading and look, within 3 minutes, all of a sudden there they are. 404 as I say that. And isn't that like when you stop looking for something, you find it? Maybe that's a goal for some of you to do that, because I know that can be very challenging, especially when you're trying to get through to organizations that are helping many, many other people, right? So I've been saying that too, like to get through to this call, like I used to say like, gosh, I have to wait forever. I never get into the queue. And finally I was like, I'm getting into the wait list today. So it's all a sign for things. Very significant, right? So I was talking about the wounded healer, right? And how there's going to be a lot of wounds getting healed, a lot of having to do with love connections and situations and relationships is very significant too, because having Venus go retrograde, you're really taking a look into account a lot of those relationships and what they mean to you, how they relate to you, right? So so there's a big emphasis there. Yeah, look, tower moment. And it's interesting, I keep getting guided to this deck, right? With the tree house getting struck. There's a lot of childhood woundings that are being cleared out, that a lot of children too that have been causing mayhem and things like that are getting caught up. Kids that have been hiding out, sneaking off, running away, like they're getting caught. If they had a hideout, look at Source striking that tree house, taking it down. But if you look here, look, you see how the spirit animals are coming together to catch those children, to make a net. They're going to be caught. A lot of these things do happen for like interventions, right? Sometimes tower moments have to fall and things like that have to happen, but God has a plan, right? It really does. And sometimes things, you know, when these events happen and things like that, they can open up more resources and things like that, and more help can become available. It's like if you're reaching out asking for help and synergy comes in, people come in. Sometimes it's with resources and different things, and sometimes the help that comes in is through ways you would have never have thought for it to happen and things like that, right? So keep that in mind. Just trying to see what other cards are coming out here. There's this Nine of Cups energy. This is very beautiful. It's where you're celebrating, you're having a good time, you're focusing on you, and that's what we're all feeling too in this Leo energy. Leo season, you know, it's about you, how you show up in the world, right? Celebrating you, right? So, I'm getting that energy, and that's really going to allow you to pull things back too. If you've been focusing and having your energy going elsewhere on a lot of other people, this is where you're really starting to focus on you. Okay. Yeah. Taking charge and control of your life. Emperor to the world here. You know, authority in action, closing out cycles. It's turning the fates of your fated life coming towards you with the Wheel of Fortune. And the Hanged Woman here with the Strength card. So a lot of you are getting your power to fully let go and release and things that aren't in alignment with you. It's also getting that new perspective. New seeing things differently. Some of you could literally be realizing that you've been putting so much time and energy. Like, this is something I recently realized, is I have 4 children, right? And 2 of them have been causing me a lot of trouble. And I know a lot of it's been them reaching out for help and asking for help and needing help and all of that, and acting out for help, right? As we know that a lot of children do. But you need to remember that a lot of them, that's all time and attention, good or bad. And so I've been realizing that they have been getting a lot of my time and attention over my other children, over my 2 good children. They've been getting all that extra attention, but it's also been very taxing and taking on and pulling on my energy. To me, they're being really, really selfish with as much as they're being demanding over my energy. And it's also like, you know how it's more exhausting to give energy that's very draining, that it's like when you get upset and angry, right, or scared, it takes a lot out of you. Like yesterday, like I felt so weak, like I felt like I was gonna collapse, and I was so thankful that my boyfriend stepped up and like last night like made dinner, helped me out with the kids, was even cleaning up, and he went through just as much stress as me and had to go to work. But because I've been under such amount of stress the last couple of days and not sleeping and not eating and all of that, and I could feel my heart skipping beats, and I was like, you know what, I gotta rest, or I'm not going to be here tonight if I don't, right? So I was like, I just got to lay down and stuff. And this is where I had to give myself that self-love. Like, I know that my children want to have dinner, and like we always have food and things for them to eat and make or whatever. And I was like, there's food that they can eat. They you know, and stuff. But it was so sweet that. So maybe for some of you, like, you need to allow that help, and normally I would be like, no, you're not, like, you worked all day, you dealt with just as much stress, like, no, you shouldn't have to do all of this stuff. But he just stepped in and did those things. Like, no, he wasn't going to let me stop him anyways, because he could tell the amount of stress and stuff that, you know, that I was under. But you know, that's where I'm feeling that somebody, like, you're not taking, and this is that energy where it kind of forces us. I don't think if we would have been in Leo season, me very strongly feeling that energy, that I needed to put myself first. Because like I literally told myself, like, nope, I need to have rest. I need to just relax, calm down. So I did, you know, and it's really hard for me to do that a lot of times, because I always put my children's needs over my own, right? So it's this really big energy, this big shift. It really gets you to put yourself first. And by doing that, you replenish yourself, you heal yourself. That's why I mean, like, I'm getting this strong energies. There's like mothers, fathers, or you don't even have to have children, but you could have some sort of wounding, and you could be coming in alignment with others that have the same thing, and it's triggering you to heal yourself. But it's like, it's really having you take a look at yourself, right? And healing yourself. You're showing me strength with Judgment too, and Two of Cups, which is really about that self-love, about loving yourself, healing yourself. That is how you heal others. Like a true healer, when you hear of healers, a true healer, they don't go about healing people in the ways that you think. Now, yes, there are shamans, and I'm a shaman, and I know that, but that healing through crystals and can and heal chakras and heal the energy part, like there's that type of healing that we can do, but not all of us healers are shamans, right? But there's a true healer, it's like they alchemize energy, and by them taking things in and healing, and they can heal people around them by absorbing their energy and transmuting what they couldn't. So that healing is taking place that you're unaware of. But a lot of a path and purpose of a true healer is by others seeing their healing, being in the presence of them, seeing how they overcome their struggles. It gives them that courage and that strength to do their own healing. Because the strongest healing that there is for somebody that can heal themselves. We are all just as powerful. Now, us healers and shamans, that yes, we pull in universal energies and we transmute them, and we also pull in these energies and channel them into people. Yes, that's a very powerful healing in itself, but we can only touch the surface of things. It's like when chakras are completely closed off, we can channel in those energies and give them to you. And we're giving you some of our energy along with universal energy. But it's also just going to open it. Yes, we can pull out the blockages and the scars, but it's like you still have to release. Just like you have to be receiving of these things. You have to be able to say that you receive the healing, because if you're completely closed off and you don't want to be healed, you don't want a healer to heal you, they're not going to be able to do that. That's why healers cannot go heal people that don't want to be healed. Right? But you will get in the presence, and we are still light working you whether you realize it or not, because we can pull on your emotions and we can transmute that out. And unfortunately, a lot of us healers, we do that and we don't always release. We don't always, because when you don't fully energize yourself and heal yourself, especially when you come in alignment with somebody that has a trauma that you have, if it's a wounding to you because you didn't know how to heal it, you're not going to know how to heal theirs. So that's where it's going to become a block for you. So there's that. So that's why it's really important to heal these woundings. And that's why I feel a lot of you are going to be stepping into your life purpose, because you're finally going to be able to let go of those blockages, and you're going to heal those things that have been blocking you. High Priestess with the King of Cups. I'm talking to somebody that's very spiritual. I feel that this is more going to be for my healers. With the Chiron, I'm going to call this one like just like an introduction to what's coming, because I don't want to do this whole elaborate reading and then it not upload, because I had to pause my phone for a little while, or pause the video, because sometimes when I pause it, it glitches out and the audio and the video won't catch up, and then my whole upload gets corrupted. I upload those videos anyways because the audio will always play through, and I like when they're channeled like that. It's just like, I don't plan out what I'm going to say. I don't. I just go in here freestyle and channel and whatever wants to be said. Right? 1400 as they say that, and I don't want it. To me, it's insulting to source to not upload the content. And even if it may just be for me, I always feel it's going to be beneficial for somebody else. And I can't repeat the same reading. So maybe this is a guidance for some of you. Those corruptions, those things like that. Go with it. Your child runs in and interrupts your video. Upload it anyways. It's the most beautiful thing. It makes it more authentic and more real. And I know that's something that I need to learn to. Having 4 children. I only got 3 here with me now, but soon I will have my daughter back, right? And so then we'll be back to having 4. And those interruptions, but learning to embrace those things. Hierophant with the 9 of Wands. A lot of challenges and obstacles. But yeah, alright. I was told to stop because I need to get Need to start. Anyway, that's it for this one. Love and light to all of you. Check out more readings below. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. It's free. Why not? And you will get the uploads of when I drop my readings in real time, which is fun. So you're catching this today. When I upload this in real time, which is July 24th, this is when Chiron, started to go retrograding, and it will be, I believe, through December. And we just had 23 portal gateways, our 723 of the year. In the year of a 7, very significant, was yesterday. So big portal and gateway. And like I said, I had so much chaos trying to block me. I did a couple readings. The one with my 5 oracles that I pulled, I'm going to redo that reading. But I don't know how much energy I'm going to have. I may have to break it apart. But you'll want to check out more of those readings, right? Because I'm still going to be pulling on that energy and the messages that came through. 1550 as I say that. Alright, love and light to all of you. So subscribe is what I'm getting at, so you can catch my readings in real time. If you want to get notified, claim the energy, like the video, does an energy exchange with me. The more you watch me, the more I feel your energy too. Know that. Love you guys. Bye.